from the 7 Storm Team. Your first alert weather with meteorologist Ben Terry.
647, good morning to you. Let's talk about the tropics because we do have Tropical Storm Gaston here in the Atlantic west of the Cape Verde Islands. It's forecast to strengthen and become a hurricane later today. That advisory update coming out from the Hurricane Center. Right now, winds of 70 miles an hour, and it's forecast to still take that eventual track towards the north. The upper level ridge that's going to be helping to steer Invest 99 westward is actually showing some signs of a weakness here in the central of the Gulf, central area of the Atlantic, and that's going to allow for enough of a weakness for Gaston to take that exit out into the North Atlantic. What we're watching here is still yet to be labeled, but is being considered here Invest 99L, a high chance this could become our next tropical system over the next, couple of days. It could be upgraded a 50% chance and then 70 over the next 5 days. It's really all what happens in the short term regarding this system. How much further west does this move before making a push toward the northwest? And that's something that we'll have to be monitoring closely. If it takes more of a jog west, that could put it in more of a position of encountering Hispaniola, and the mountainous regions there over Dominican Republic could help to tear this apart and really hamper the development. Still, that's a possibility. Hurricane Center giving it a 70% chance of formation over the next 5 days. And what we're going to be talking about here is all of the models coming together. The spaghetti models have been sort of more so keeping this north or just north of Hispaniola. There are a couple here that are trying to take it over the northern coast, but consensus here is that this will approach the Bahamas. This would be around Saturday, and at that point it will be encountering more favorable conditions, lower wind shear, warmer water temperatures. This could have a chance of strengthening a bit as it heads into perhaps the eastern Gulf of Mexico next week. Let me stress, though, that the computer models are going to do a very, very bad job with forecasting where this will be a week from now, simply because we don't have a storm yet for this to lock on. And a lot of different scenarios coming out now with where the actual center of this system will develop once it is upgraded to a tropical storm or tropical depression. So we're going to be seeing this change a lot over the course of time. And some computer models are showing it entering into the Gulf. And then when you look out 7 days and beyond, call that voodoo land. It's just not accurate, so we can't pay much attention to exact placement. Even both the European and our American GFS model have sort of been all over the place with where this could go next week. And until, like we said, we have an actual storm, it's really not going to do us much good to put a lot of weight onto those longer range models. So take these with a big grain of salt. But again, we are looking at better consensus that we may be dealing with impacts here into Florida perhaps by late this weekend. But beyond that, it's just really too early, too close to call. But I would say you need to stay updated and stay tuned to some changes and definite changes to come with later forecasts involving Invest 99, later to be named Hermine. It does look like it could give a threat to the Gulf next week, but as far as exact impacts regarding strength and eventual landfall are still in question. Tropical models have been notorious in the past for doing a poor job on trying to forecast intensity of systems out into a week's time. So not only that, but the track could change quite a bit as well, which means that yes, we need to be paying close attention, but there's no definite answer at this point to where it could go if it were to enter the Gulf.
Too far out.
Too far out. Yeah, too close to call.
Quickly, I want to tell you about an accident on